Hello, everyone. Welcome here or welcome back. We are going to be here a while today, folks, so please buckle in. Today, I decided I just wanted to do something fun and lighthearted. I have a lot on my schedule today. I'm saying that now, and I realize how stupid and unimportant it sounds. I'm currently watching The Boys and Invincible, and Euphoria is coming out on Sunday, and I am doing a recap of The Boys and Euphoria. I have a lot to go over next week. My next few videos are going to be time consuming, so today I just wanted to do something lighthearted and fun. So today we're talking about the Khia Asylum, before the meme basically completely disappears and everybody forgets it exists. The meme has probably already died, but it is still all over my For You page, and I really want to be included on the conversation. We're going to be talking about everyone in the Khia Asylum, misconceptions behind the Khia Asylum, what people think it is, and then I'm going to place all the celebrities in a tier list on where I think that they should go. I want to go ahead and give an honorary mention to r/pophead subreddit, Twitter, and the Flop Talk Khia Asylum fandom wiki for the research that I did today. That was just a mouthful of nothing. Imagine trying to explain that to a Victorian child. People are very serious about the Khia Asylum. Gay pop stan Twitter is very serious, and they do not play, and I don't want to disappoint them, and I don't want to piss them off. I saw a lot of discussions when I was researching for this that the Khia Asylum has definitely lost its meaning. So I tried to do as much research as I could for today's video to figure out what are the requirements to be in the asylum. I think pop culture stans are mad that TikTok kind of stole the term and has just been overusing it. A lot of people think it's called the Khia Asylum. It's called the Khia Asylum. It is named after the artist who wrote My Neck, My Back, and pretty much everybody would consider that her career really didn't go anywhere after that. But make no mistake, she is still iconic in some way. It's essentially like pop purgatory. It's for artists who have had hits or have reached little bits of success, almost hit the mainstream, but then kind of fell out of the conversation. I've seen a lot of talk about how it's kind of misogynistic because most of the people that are said to be in the Khia Asylum are women. Today, that is going to change. I have included multiple people on my list that are males, and I don't think that it should be exclusive to just women. I need to go ahead here and pause here and make my disclaimer about all of the people I have included on the list today. I know that people are going to be upset, so just hear me out, please. I just want to make it very clear here that not all of the celebrities that are in the tier list meet the requirements of a Khia. There are literally millions of ways to place celebrities in this asylum. It makes it a little bit difficult to determine what qualifies a person, but we're going to do our best today. I included a tier on my list on where people will go if I do not think that they meet the requirements to be in the asylum. I just wanted to join in on the conversation, share my own opinion. Just please don't get mad at me if I rank your favorite celebrity in a place that you would not rank them. I'm so sorry. These are just my opinions, and we just want to have fun and laugh. We could use some fun and laughter in the world right now. There has been multiple celebrities that are aware of the meme.
Do you ever miss the Khia Asylum, or are you happy to be out?
I'm so happy to be out, but let me tell you, just because you get out once doesn't mean you're not going back in. So,
Literally.
I'm very conscious of my position.
These are the requirements to be in the asylum, according to the fandom wiki that I looked up. It is not the most up-to-date information, but it is the best info we have. The first one is must have little to no minor hits on the charts. Number 2, must not have a specified aesthetic, must not be a well-known personality, must not have left any cultural impact. I also just wanted to include people that I saw debate over and give my arguments on why I think they are or are not a Khia. I tried my absolute best to find the actual origin of who came up with the Khia Asylum. The person who came up with it is a pop culture account on Twitter, Pop Ate My Heart. And it's a Lady Gaga stan account, which I am obsessed with. Came up with the asylum as a whole, and I'll like put the picture of where it originally came from right here. We're gonna get into the tiers now. The clip of me explaining the bottom tier got deleted. I decided to call it 5150. This tier is for people that are definitely not getting out. They should probably be put in a straitjacket. They have little to no chance of reviving their career, whether that be because they got canceled. These are the people that I think are permanently stuck there, girl. The next tier I decided to call Wanted Dead or Alive. These are the people that I think don't meet the requirements to be in the asylum, but if I could personally lock them up, I would. They have either done something to piss me off or are currently not really doing anything right now. Solitary may have been a one-hit wonder. Maybe they're just not popular anymore. Okay, the next tier is Locked Up. a lot of people I'm sure will end up in this tier. Speaks for itself. People that are currently in, and we are waiting to see what they're going to do to get themselves out of there. Are they gonna serve more time, or are they working to get themselves out? We're waiting for them to make their next move. This tier is for the people that I am starting a petition for to get them the hell out of there. These are the people that I think have definitely served their sentence by now, and it is time for them to break into the mainstream. The next tier is called escapees. These are for celebrities that maybe used to be underground artists, maybe took a while to break into the mainstream, but they have successfully broken out of there now. Some of them are icons, but that doesn't mean that they didn't used to be in the Khia Asylum. Guys, I tried to keep like an asylum type theme with these tier names, and for the top one I kind of gave up, I'm not gonna lie. The icon status tier is the top tier. These people do not reach all of the requirements to be a Khia. Maybe at some points they've had flop moments. Maybe they don't make as much music as they used to. But regardless of that, they have left a cultural impact and have a strong group of fans. These are the people that will never be considered Khias. All right, let's get into locking these people up. I stayed up late last night making this list, like adding the pictures and everything. And then the more I started adding people, I was like, we could be here all day. There is more people that I wanted to include, but we're gonna just have to work with what we're working with today. This is just from my research. I threw everybody on the board. There's no one in a specific order, although I did put Melanie Martinez and Grimes next to each other. I thought they looked cute next to each other, like they're a lesbian couple. Everybody else, there's no rhyme or reason on what order they're placed in. Like I said, don't get mad at me. I'm aware that there's some icons on here. Just bear with me. First up, we have Miss Khia herself. See, I am doing it right now. We obviously have Miss Khia herself. I think we're going to put her in solitary. She has been locked up for a long time, so I don't think she would go in the locked up tier. She's been there for a while. You know what? I have to give her a shout out. Love her. Love my neck, my back. My neck, my back was a bop. Next, we have Miss BB Rexa, the actual queen of the Khia Asylum. I love BB Rexa and I want her out, so I'm gonna put her in hashtag free them. I want her out, and I feel like she's been in there long enough. I think she even posted something recently about how it's so lonely in there, and I love some of the BB Rexa songs. I feel like she is one of the celebrities that people immediately think of when they think of Khia Asylum. I just think she's been in there for too long. We have Ava Max, who is also a person that people very commonly think of. Okay. Sweet But Psycho came out in 2020.
Listen, it's been fun in the Khia Asylum. Asylum? It's been fun. I don't even know how to say it. I haven't even been in there that long, but I'm glad to be out.
Girl, I'm not gonna lie. I don't have too many opinions on Ava Max. Well, show us something. Show us something to get you out of there. I just feel like she's been locked up for a very long time, and if she doesn't do something soon, she's gonna end up in solitary. These people need to take all the inspiration they can from Zara Larsson. Oh my god, next up we have a literal freaking queen. This is Ellie Goulding. I hope I'm saying that right. If she got like a brand behind her and like an aesthetic attached to her, she would be able to build a better fan base. I hope that makes sense. But I love her and I want her out. I think she's very talented. Ooh. Next, we have Brooke Candy. People couldn't decide if she should be considered in the asylum or not. People say the only reason that she hasn't broken into the mainstream is because she's gatekept by her fan base. I feel like if she didn't want to be in the asylum, she wouldn't be, you know? So that's where I'm having a hard time placing her. I think I'm gonna put her in Free Them just because I love her. If she wanted to, she would. Next, we have my darling baby, Kim Petras. I absolutely love her, and I know that we're gonna be like, okay, this tier's getting a little long. I freaking want her out absolutely now. I think there's some drama with her record label. They kept pushing her album release back. I don't think it's fair that she's in there because I think that they're trying to blackball her from the industry. I really want to get her out. Next, we have Marshmello. I put him on here because he's irrelevant, bro. I'm sorry if there's any Marshmello stans. He comes out with songs. Some of them do well only because of the features. I don't know. I just feel like he's kind of a flop. I think I'm going to put him in solitary. Seems like he's been there for a while. Next, we have this ginger baddie, Jess Glynn. I think that's how you pronounce her name. She was popping back in 2015. I think she's absolutely gorgeous. I think she has really good vocals as well. Y'all are going to be upset if I put her in Free Them. I kind of want to put her in Free Them, but I am going to put her in Locked Up. I recently just learned that Alicia Cara just put out an album. I think she's a baddie as well. I just think that I'm going to put her in Locked Up because we haven't seen her do anything in a while. It just has not gone anywhere, or I haven't seen anything about it. Next up, we have Sweetie. I was absolutely obsessed with her Icy Girl song. Y'all might be mad, but I absolutely want her out. Like, I absolutely think she has the potential to break it out into the mainstream, and I want her out. Her song was so good, y'all, and you know that. Like, where are her stands? Okay, next up we have Anne Marie. She's locked up. She's definitely still locked up. We haven't heard from her. We don't know where she is. Being in the locked up tier is not necessarily a bad thing. It means you're not in there for life, and you could get out. I've seen a lot of people actually making the argument that Fergie is in the asylum. I don't think that Fergie's in the asylum because I am her biggest fan. If Fergie has no fans, I am dead and gone. Singing live, by the way, I was literally just bumping Glamorous in the car the other day. I think that she is icon status. Next we have this flop, Charlie Puth.
She'd be like, "You want to sleep over?" I'd be like, "Yes, I'm gonna get it in." And then nothing would happen, which is totally fine. But after like the fifth time of that happening, I knew what she was doing. She's wearing this very distinct perfume that it's almost like she wore it on purpose.
I hate Charlie Puth for so many reasons. He was just in the news for like some AI company thing.
He became chief music officer at an AI company. Create parts that adapt to your music, like Bandmates. I'm sorry, if you are generating drums and generating bass, you are ripping people off. They and Charlie genuinely want us to believe that because we're not AI generating the entire song, this is somehow not intended to replace musicians, even though they literally just said you can do this instead of hiring bandmates.
I just think he's a weirdo and a loser. All I'm saying is I wouldn't be surprised if some allegations came out about him. That's all I'm saying. Sabrina Carpenter is the perfect example of someone that has successfully escaped. She's the first person going into the escapee tier. A lot of people don't know that Sabrina Carpenter has been putting out music for literally over 10 years and has been working constantly since she was on the damn Disney Channel. And a lot of her past albums didn't get a lot of love until Short and Sweet came out. And I would say Short and Sweet is what broke her out when she released the Espresso song that went viral on TikTok. I'm obsessed with Sabrina Carpenter, and honestly, I would put her in icon status. Loved the last album. Just watched her house tour music video. Absolutely adored it. I just think that she's the perfect example of someone that has escaped the asylum. So she's the first person that's going in that tier. Next, we have my absolute angel, Madison Beer.
I actually don't know. I feel like I hate saying this because then everyone on Twitter is like, "You're lying, I hate you." I was supposed to be in the video.
Really? Who are you gonna be?
Y'all people, when are we going to let Madison out up here? I thought she should have been the next main pop girly freaking 3 years ago. I don't understand the Madison Beer hate, and I never will. Honestly, like, if I had a choice, I would want her to be the next person to get out. I've been listening to her for years. I love her. Girl, I'm rooting for you. I am rooting for you. Who is this? Okay, I had to look her up. Sorry. This is Daya. Don't know what she's doing now. She's definitely still locked up. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to be mean. I think she's talented vocally too. I just think that I have other people that I want to see out before her. Even though that sounds horrible. So sorry. I actually was obsessed with her when I was younger. Stay High came out when I was like 10 years old. And it was my favorite song of the year. Not sure what that says about me or my childhood, but I absolutely love her. I don't know what she's doing these days or if she even wants mainstream success, but I absolutely adore her and I want her out of there. So I'm putting her in Free Them too. Justin Timberlake, a flop. Just had a DUI that I thought was hilarious. You're going in 5150 for that, babes.
What are you visiting?
Yeah, I'm on tour.
What are you doing?
I'm on a world tour.
A what?
A world tour.
Doing what?
A world tour. I'm Justin Timberlake.
What's your name?
He does not meet all the requirements to be in the asylum. But based off of his treatment of Britney Spears and his recent DUI incident, I'm just putting him in 5150. You know what? Fine. I'll move him solitary. I think he's a flop. I don't think he's releasing anything anytime soon, and I don't care to see him out. Rita Ora, also a very commonly referred to celebrity that's in the Khia Asylum. I think she's definitely still in, guys. This is Imagine Dragons. They're definitely not considered or don't meet all the requirements to be in the Khia Asylum. They have some pretty big streaming numbers. No one is a stan of Imagine Dragons, but I'm gonna put them in solitary. They've always just been kind of there. Next, we have my absolute favorite person of all time, Charlie XCX.
My name is Charlie XCX. Those of you who recognize me, you might know me from my album, Brown.
I adore Charlie. I have adored Charlie since Boom Clap.
What the am I doing here? You think I want to play Boom Clap in a college? Are you joking?
I listened to Party For You when it came out and not when it started trending on TikTok. Charlie is always one of my most streamed artists every single year. I have loved her basically my whole entire life. Charlie XCX is that girl. She's not going back in the asylum. Leave her alone. She is a prime example as well of a successful person to escape. Next, we have Chaperone. I've been thinking about making a video about Chaperone based on all the controversy that she's been surrounded in recently and my opinions on that, which I'm sure is going to piss some people off. Whenever her Tiny Desk concert started going viral is when I started kind of listening to her. She had been releasing music for a few years before she broke out with Good Luck Babe. I would also consider her an escapee. Next up, we have Kesha. I adore Kesha. She was also someone that I listened to growing up. She definitely reached mainstream success. I think that the only reason that she fell off is probably because she took a step back after her sexual assault and the stuff that she went through in the industry. She's definitely had a couple hits since then. She came back and released Praying, and she released other music after that. I'm definitely going to put her in Free Them, though, because I feel like she hasn't reached the same heights that she was at back in the day. She has a very strong fan base as well, and a lot of people would not consider her technically in the asylum. Next up, we have Kali Uchis. I do listen to some of her music. I think that she would be considered locked up as well. It's like the same thing. Like, I want her out, but I probably have other people that I want out before her. This is Olivia Rodrigo. She's getting a lot of heat right now because people are mad about her album title that she's releasing, which is ridiculous. I'm obsessed with it, and I cannot wait for a new Olivia album to come out. She's definitely not at all considered a Khia. I think people sometimes like to include celebrities that don't release music as often as other artists. People that like tend to stay out of the public eye. She's definitely not in her flop era, and I don't think she ever was. I just think that she was taking a much needed break. I feel like I'm not using the wanted, dead or alive tier enough. Those are people that are not considered in the asylum, but I want them to be. So I'm actually going to move a couple of people. I feel like Justin Timberlake, Imagine Dragons, and Maroon 5 all fit into that tier. They're not technically in the asylum. They're people that I would definitely consider flops. Next, we have Lil Nas X. He seems to be struggling with an actual mental health crisis. I'm placing him in Free Them because I just hope that he gets the help he needs, and I hope he gets back to making music if that's what's healthy for him. Next, we have Hilary Duff. Now, I was thinking about if I should include her or not. She's not technically considered in the Khia Asylum, but I wanted to include her because people have been kind of like mad at her because of the whole weird like article that was published about her and her beef with her mom friend group, and it also had something to do with Meghan Trainor. I think was also in the group of friends. I mean, I think I just have to put her in icon status because it's Hilary Duff, because I just don't think that she meets the requirements for me to place her anywhere else. Now, Meghan Trainor to me is a different story.
Have y'all seen Meghan Trainor lately? What happened to her bass? What happened to her bass? She's all treble now.
I've seen a lot of arguments about whether she should be in there or not. People would definitely consider her in the Khia Asylum. I'm gonna place her in Locked Up just because I think that she's been in there for a while. And I think she is releasing new music. I just don't think it's resonating with people the same way. Next, we're gonna be talking about Slater. Slater is one of those people that I think is in the same category as Brooke Candy in the sense that they're gatekept. She has a strong fan base and a cult following, and I love her. She's iconic. I'm putting her in icon. If you don't follow her on Instagram, you need to go follow her right now. I actually put Coi Leray on here because I saw her name in the fandom wiki. I didn't think that she would be considered in the Khia Asylum. I love her music. I just think that she has a little bit more of a niche audience. I'm gonna put her in Free Them. Until I was making this video, I didn't know that so many people considered her in the asylum. This is Bia, or B-I-A. I'm literally not sure how you pronounce her name. And I feel like that should speak for itself on where I'm placing her. I didn't know who she was when I made this. I'm sure she's a very talented woman. Azalea Banks is going in Wanted Dead or Alive. People would not consider her in the asylum on the fact that she does have some insane fans. She has left some type of cultural impact. So we are putting her in Wanted Dead or Alive because, girl, I'm not going to elaborate on that. Next, we have Katy Perry. Same thing. Wanted dead or alive. I'm not placing her in the icon status. Katy Perry's like an example of when a celebrity gets too rich and then just loses touch. And what she did to Kesha, criminal. That's why she's not going in the icon status. Why would I put her in the same tier that I put Kesha in?
No.
I'm changing my ranking to Kesha, by the way. I'm not starting an argument with the bar. She's going in Wanted Dead or Alive, okay? Obviously, Nicki Minaj has left a cultural impact, but if I could choose to lock her up, I would lock her up from her recent actions. I'm gonna put Ed Sheeran in this tier as well. No one is really like an Ed Sheeran stan. He has made some bops. People wouldn't consider him necessarily in the asylum. To me, when I think of Ed Sheeran, I just think irrelevant. Sorry, sue me. Taylor Swift. I think the reason I put Taylor Swift on here was because I saw her placed in like a security guard section on one of the things I was looking up. Hate her or love her, she is one of the biggest pop stars of all time, and I'm not arguing with that. And I wasn't a huge fan of the last album, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna deny that she's an icon. Suki Waterhouse. I saw multiple people place her on their list. I love her so much. Obviously, she's very talented vocally. I'm gonna place her in Free Then. I did not even know she was in there. I included DaBaby in here because me and my boyfriend were talking about when's the last time you heard a DaBaby song the other day. I don't know where he went. I'm not sure if we have any DaBaby stands in the crowd, but if we do, I'm sorry. I'm putting him in Locked Up. Next, we have Sam Smith. I saw a lot of people saying that he is a common resident in the asylum as well. I guess I can agree with that, and I guess I'm gonna go ahead and place him in the Locked Up tier. I have to give him credit for making me love Kim Petras though. Next we have B.O.B. I'm not sure if you pronounce it B.O.B. or just Bob. Forgive me for that. If you don't know or remember who he is the one that rapped on that Airplane song. I'm just putting him in solitary because I feel like Airplanes is the only song that I know that he was on. This is the Somebody That I Used to Know guy. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm gonna put him in solitary as well because he is definitely considered a one-hit wonder. I'm not even sure he wanted to achieve mainstream success. I'm pretty sure he's quit music, so I don't think that he really cares where I'm placing him in my tier list. That song is and will forever be a bop. Next we have Grimes. Obviously Grimes has left a cultural impact and she has a strong fan base. Rest in peace Grimes, you would have loved Grimes. I think we're gonna place her in solitary. I think that's where she belongs. Next, we have Melanie Martinez. Pretty sure she has sexual assault allegations against her. I have seen some conversation around Melanie Martinez and her whole overall aesthetic, controversial character, where she basically cosplays as a baby. There's a lot to be said about that. Honestly, I could make an entire video about just that. She's going in solitary for that. Right next to Grimes. Now, guys, what happened to Roddy Ricch? I'm gonna put him in solitary because I feel like I haven't heard anything since the box came out. I just feel like he never really took off after that. I'll move him to Locked Up. Maybe he has a chance of getting out of there. I don't know what Roddy Ricch is doing these days. Maybe he has potential to get out one day. Next we have Benson Boone. I think people would consider him an escapee. From the research I did, he was releasing music a long time before he finally took off, and now he's just now breaking out into the mainstream. I don't have a problem with him. I don't really listen to him. He does backflips and stuff, and that's what I know about him. Obviously, he's vocally talented. Miss Lana Del Rey. A lot of people would make arguments that she's in a flop era right now. There could be so much to talk about in a Lana Del Rey video. I've actually been thinking about making a Lana Del Rey deep dive because she obviously has left a very strong cultural impact. She's an icon. This was definitely filmed on the same day, and you can tell because I'm wearing the same necklace. Next up we have Iggy Azalea. Oof, girl. I'm pretty sure I heard something about her quitting music, and I think she's like doing crypto or something now, so I think we're gonna put her in solitary. I don't think she's coming out. And I've realized that I should probably move Melanie Martinez down to 5150 because of the allegations against her. Charlie Puth was lonely down there. Next up we have Fetty Wap. I love Fetty Wap. Anybody that has known me for a long time knows that I used to make YouTube videos and my intro used to be Hey What's Up Hello, and that is because of Fetty Wap and the song Trap Queen. And I was actually overjoyed to see this year that he was trending again because he got out of jail. I loved him when I was a child and probably shouldn't have been listening to his music, and I love him today. I think I'm gonna put him in Escapee as well, just because he's making a comeback right now because he got out of jail. He's out of jail, he's out of the Khia Asylum, and I think that he's working on new music, so I will be excited to listen to that. Next up we have Addison Rae. I think she's controversial for a lot of reasons. Some people have speculated about her political opinions. I think some people suspect that she was a Trump supporter because there was a photo that came out of her saying hi to him or something like that. I think she did come out after that during the 2024 election and she endorsed Kamala. And I'm not gonna lie, I really liked her last album. Fame as a Gun was one of the best pop songs I've heard in a while. Maybe I'm gonna get grilled for saying that. I love the aesthetic around the album. People have a lot of opinions about Addison Rae, and I've talked about doing a video about her too. I think I'm gonna definitely do one where I look deeper into her career and just talk about everything in detail. She was nominated at the Grammys last year for Best New Artist, and her last album did extremely well. I think I'm gonna move her to the escapee tier. Next up, we have Zara Larsson. She is honestly the inspiration on why I decided to make this whole video. She's addressed the Khia Asylum before, and I've been doing a lot of research on her and her career. She was overlooked for so many years. I'm obsessed with her. I keep saying that about everybody in this video too. I'm gonna move her to escapee as well. Next up, we have Conan Gray. I stream him when I'm feeling sad and I want to cry. I don't know if you would consider him locked up or not. I think he has good enough of a fan base to where he wouldn't be considered in the Khia Asylum. I wouldn't necessarily consider him an escapee either, so I think just gonna put him in hashtag free them, only because I don't really have a better tier to place him in. Next up, we have Demi Lovato. Like, I understand why people place her in there because she's definitely had some moments where she's like taking a break. I don't think that she's a flop. I think that she has a pretty strong fan base, so I'm placing her in icon. I love Demi. I just saw his face and I'm like, what do I even do with him? I have no idea what Shawn Mendes is doing these days. Shawn Mendes fans, are you still out there? I remember liking his music as a child when it would play on the Disney Channel. So I think he's definitely locked up. He better do something soon or he might get a life sentence. Next up, we have Young Gravy. I used to listen to some of his stuff and think it was funny. Then I think he started taking himself a little bit too seriously, and then he started flirting with Addison Rae's mom or whatever the hell that was. I don't really know what he's doing these days. I think we're gonna put him in locked up. Next up, we have Troye Sivan. Like I said, I think he has enough of a fan base where he wouldn't be considered a Khia, but because I don't really have anywhere else to place him, I'm gonna put him in free them. Next up, we have Sia, which is someone that I think is actually in the asylum. I know that she's gotten in a few controversies, but I don't really remember all of them. I don't really know what she's doing these days either. I feel like it's been a long time since we've heard a Sia song, so I'm gonna put her in solitary. Okay, next up we have Dua Lipa. She has pretty big streaming numbers as well, so I don't know if I'd consider her being locked up. I'm having trouble trying to find a place for her too. I don't know anyone that's really a Dua Lipa stan. I'm sure they're out there. Pretty sure she has a big fan base. Please don't get mad at me. I'm gonna put her in locked up. Just because I feel like it's been a while since I've heard one of her songs. Well, next we have the Fifth Harmony Queens. We have Camila Cabello. I think she has the potential to get out one day. I just don't know what she's doing these days. But she needs to get to it if she wants to get out of there. Next up we have another Fifth Harmony member, Normani. I think she did release an album earlier this year and it hasn't been doing that well. And people have been talking about how she's still locked up. I loved Fifth Harmony, and I love her, but she's still locked up. We have Ice Spice. Now, she's done a lot of questionable things, I'm not even gonna lie. When Boy's a Liar came out with Pink Panthers, I was absolutely obsessed with that song. I don't know why Ice Spice just started being weird. I feel like I'm gonna put her in locked up. She did have pretty big success. I just think that she's kind of fallen off since then. I'm sure some people will argue with me about putting her in locked up. Next up, we have a Halsey. And you can argue with the wall, I'm not putting her in locked up. She's also had some drama with her label not letting her put out music.
I can't make an album right now. I'm not allowed to. They want manic numbers from me. I can't do that every single time. And that's the hardest part, I think, of having been a pop star once. Is because I'm not one anymore, but I'm being compared to numbers and to other people. It's not good enough because it's not, you know, what the pop star I once was.
I think her Badlands album was iconic enough for me to put her in the icon status. And I don't feel like I need to elaborate more on that. I hope that she comes back eventually. Next up, we have Blue Control. Her most popular song was in 2001. So I think I'm going to put her in solitary. I think she's left music and I think that she did that by her own choice. Britney Spears. It really pisses me off when someone puts Britney Spears in their Khia Asylum because she is literally one of the most iconic pop stars of all time. And I don't care what you say. I am 100% doing a Britney Spears deep dive where I go into her entire career and talk about absolutely everything. So I won't give too many opinions on Britney Spears right now. Just know that I absolutely adore her and that she is iconic. And if you don't think the same thing, You are wrong. Next up, we have Lorde. I see a lot of people put Lorde in the asylum all the time, and I disagree. Honestly, I think Royals was iconic enough to not land her in the Khia Asylum. Lorde had massive success when Royals came out, and then she kind of fell off. She did get some popularity again whenever she did her collab with Charlie XCX. I don't know if she's reached the same heights of success that she did when she first broke out, but I absolutely love her. She did get into some controversy when she admitted in a magazine that she watched Pamela Anderson's sex tape. Girl, I don't know why she did that. Lorde just be saying stuff sometimes. I think I'm gonna put her on icon status because I don't think that she's necessarily in there. And like I said, I think her song Royals made enough of a cultural impact and she has a large enough fan base to where it wouldn't consider her to be in the asylum. Next up is Marina and the Diamonds. I absolutely love her. She was one of my most streamed artists last year, and I'm gonna need people to wake the up to her. She's definitely had some popular songs. I just don't feel that she's really broke out into the mainstream yet. I want her out, so I'm gonna put her in hashtag free them. Next up, we have Rebecca Black. I'm actually gonna put her in icon immediately just for the song Friday. Friday is still iconic today. The people are starting to wake up to Rebecca Black. I think people will definitely agree that she was overlooked for a while. She's actually been releasing really good music for quite a while, and I'm happy that people are starting to wake up. I'm hoping within the next few years she really gets mainstream success. Next up, we have Doechii. I think would also be considered someone that escaped. She was releasing music for a while too, and she finally popped off a couple years ago, and I'm very, very, very excited for her to make new music. She went super viral, and now everybody doesn't like her because her songs are overplayed, and I don't like that. Next up, we have
Hosier.
I think I'm gonna put him in Locked Up. People might disagree with me about that, but he just definitely has not reached the same heights of success that he had when Take Me to Church came out. Next up, we have Gracie Abrams. She got into controversy when she wrote weird Instagram posts about an underage Finn Wolfhard at the time. That was a bit odd, not gonna lie. She's kind of fallen off as of recent, but I think I'm gonna put her in Locked Up. That's not to say that I don't like some of her songs and I haven't listened to some of her music. Next up, we have Drake. I don't have to tell you why Drake is a flop. Kendrick already did that. He's going in wanted dead or alive, right beside Nicki Minaj. Next up, we have Vanilla Ice. Girl, he's in solitary. We don't know where Vanilla Ice is. We like Ice Ice Baby. I have no idea what he's doing now. Next up, we have Tate McRae. I think she's also the definition of an escapee. I don't listen to a lot of her music, but I know a lot of people love her right now. I think she's also a little bit controversial. I see a lot of people hating on her, and maybe someone can fill me in because I'm not exactly sure why people hate her so much. I think she's pretty talented. Next up, we have Pink. Pink is an icon. I don't know why I saw debate about her being in the asylum or not. Just because a person doesn't make music anymore or because they are older doesn't mean that they're a flop. And I feel the same way about Pitbull. Mr. Worldwide, I love you. I'm also going to put him in the icon tier. Next, we have Jennifer Lopez.
I like taking my hair out like this. It reminds me like when I was 16 in the Bronx, running up and down the block. A crazy little girl who used to
I'm gonna have to put Jennifer in icon because although she's had a lot of flop moments recently.
Jennifer Lopez.
Who's Jennifer Lopez?
Me. I used to live here.
She still has left an impact to where she wouldn't be considered in the asylum. Avril Lavigne. Girl, icon. Although Avril Lavigne is not making music anymore, her music still remains relevant today. Next up, we have Frank Ocean, who was my #1 streamed artist last year. Frank Ocean's music has stayed relevant for over 10 years, and I think it will continue to stay relevant. He is obviously going in the icon tier. I get emotional thinking about how he isn't making music anymore, and every day I pray for his return. I feel like it's the same thing with Mariah Carey. She's still an icon. I feel like people love to include celebrities that just have had a lot of flop moments. You listen to her every year around Christmas time, and that should speak for itself. We have Lizzo. She got into that whole controversy thing with her backup dancers, but I actually recently seen that she won the defamation lawsuit of that. People argue back and forth about whether she's in the asylum or not, so I'm gonna put her in hashtag free her. Next up, we have Pharrell Williams. I think I'm going to put him in Locked Up. I think some people would argue with me about that. I'm pretty sure he has wrote a lot of other songs for other people. And just because he's not releasing music himself doesn't mean that he's still not making an impact. But to me, I haven't heard anything about him in years, so that's why he's going in Locked Up. Next up, we have Adele. I need her to release new music. I don't know if she will. Obviously, we're going to put Adele in the icon tier. Sorry if this annoying Meta AI ad has been pissing you off. It's pissing me off too. And I can't freaking delete it. Next up, we have Doja Cat.
Hot girl summer does not exist. If you're a hoe, just say that. No shame in it for it.
Yo, you're so nice, sis. You're how sorry, say, he will no shame.
I love my girl down. I think she's one of the funniest celebrities we have. I'm so thankful for her TikTok account. People think she hates her fans. I disagree, and that could be a topic for another video. I have loved her since Moo, the cow song. She actually went viral when she wrote a song about cows. I just love her. I just think she's that girl, so I'm actually going to consider her an escapee. Literally one of my favorite celebrities of all time, Lady Gaga. I don't have to tell you that she's iconic. You already know. I don't even know why she's included on here, but she's going in icon status. I'm also making a Lady Gaga career deep dive. Probably be out in a couple months. Whenever I do celebrity deep dives, they take me a very long time to research because I try to include absolutely everything, so that video will be coming soon. Next up, we have Miss Billie Eilish. She's going in icon too. Massive fan base. Massive streaming numbers. I don't think she has ever been considered a Khia. She just doesn't put out music that frequently, and she tends to be more private and stay out of the public eye. Next up, we have Cher Lloyd. Cher Lloyd is someone that I want out. I don't know if she's still making music. If she is, guys, we need to get her out of there together. You have to come with me. We are going to make an escape plan to get her out of here. I don't know where all of the British pop girlies have gone. Come back to us, queen. Next up, we have the girl group Little Mix. I was actually thinking about including Fifth Harmony on here too, but like I said, we will be here all day if we start listing all of the groups that have gone to the Khia Asylum. The group itself was iconic, but I feel like as a whole, they probably belong in solitary. Love them though. When's the last time you heard a Jack Harlow song or anything about him? Yeah, I think I'm gonna put him in Locked Up. Next up, we have Chloe and Halle. I love them. I love their music. I'm going to put them in hashtag free them because I feel like they haven't got the success that they deserve, and I don't understand why. Obviously, they're very successful on their own. I want people to catch on to their music, and I want them to pop off. Next up, we have Haley Steinfeld, and I've literally just included her because I didn't know. Obviously, you know her from being in Sinners and for being an actress, obviously, but I did not know that she had a music career. And then I went back and looked, and I saw that she did have an iconic song from like 2015. And I remember the song, I just didn't know it was her. So now I'm connecting the dots, and that's why I put her up here, because I'm like, wait, where's her music career? Why are we not pursuing that any further? I'm gonna put her in Locked Up. I don't know if she's not really pursuing that path anymore, but I think she definitely should. Next, we have Dove Cameron. Her new music is so good, and if you aren't listening to Dove Cameron, you need to start right now. I want her to be the next pop girl. People are starting to catch on to her, and I can see that, but I don't think she's successfully made it out yet, but I want her out so bad. I'm putting her in hashtag freedom. Next up, we have Brendan Urie.
This is my first video on Instagram. I'm not wearing a shirt, it's a shirtless jammer.
I think he kind of fell off after the other Panic at the Disco members left the band. Brendan Urie has a bunch of stans, but he's had a lot of flop moments, so I'm gonna put him in Wanted Dead or Alive. Next up, we have DJ Khaled.
Remember when DJ Khaled said, like, I refuse to eat a woman out, and it's like you eat everything else.
Nobody is sitting here saying that they are a huge fan of DJ Khaled. Obviously, a lot of his music has hit mainstream, but I just feel like he himself is a flop. If you don't consider him in there, fine. I'm gonna put him in Wanted Dead or Alive. Next up, we have Ross Lynch. I think as of recent, people have also questioned his political opinions. I'm gonna put him in solitary just because I think he could have done more.
And next, Kendall. You didn't stick out to me.
Now, I decided to add Kanye on here just because he has recently put out a new album and people are starting to listen to him again. I'm not going to deny that Kanye has made an impact on the music industry. I'm placing him in Wanted Dead or Alive. He has, I think, come out and apologized for all of the stuff that he has gotten into the past year. Do with his apology what you will. I'm not going to place him anywhere else but Wanted Dead or Alive. Okay, everybody, that is it. This is the Khia Asylum. Look at everybody. Wow. I can't believe I didn't use the 5150 tier more. I just feel like a lot of people didn't really fit into that category. It's really up to you on whether you want to place Kanye in Wanted Dead or Alive or 5150. That was a lot to get through, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. It is true that you get endless good luck. I'm new at this and I'm still learning, but we are trying every single day. Make sure you follow me on my Instagram to keep up to date with all the types of videos I'm making and updates. This week I had a little bit of trouble with my uploading schedule. We had some technical difficulties trying to get all of my videos up this week. Most of the time I post 3 times a week, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It was a long one. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!